So everyone able to see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. I think everyone will be aware now, right? I will give for the training, performance testing training. So in the perform testing training, we have the different tools in market, load runner, Neoload, and JMeter. For and training point of view, I will give for the load runner and JMeter. These two tools I will give for the training. Because if you know for the load runner, only one is enough. If you know load runner very well, then other tool will be no need, because everything will be same. What we are doing load runner, same thing we can do for the Neoload or LoadGen, Soasta or JMeter also. So, but JMeter also I will give for the training, and as into the load runner also I will give for the training. So perform testing, if you want to do for the perform testing, means using these tools we can do for the performance testing, like load runner and Neoload, JMeter, LoadGen, Soasta. So these all tools in market. Mostly 99% of the companies using for the only load runner only, because it is a expenses tool, means we need to buy the license. See, for example, in like in our company, we want to test any application as a perform testing point of view, means you need to buy the license. So means you need to purchase the license. So that is why 99% of the company using this one. Because why? It is a expenses tool only, right? But why they are preferring? We need to purchase. So it is purchase means somewhat will be difficult, right? For money point of a budget, but company will be only prefer load runner. Because what will happen means, see, for example, one project is came for there, $3,000 million, one project came from performance testing point of view. Then they told as a, actually we are not using load runner, we are using for the JMeter. This is the open source tool, means anyone can download it, anyone can will be use it as a free of cost. So actually the project they are given for the $3,000 million, but we are informed to our client we are using for the open source tool, it's a free of cost. Then what will happen? Okay, you are using free tool, right? Then why you need for the $3,000 million budget for complete the perform testing? So then what will happen? They will give for the only $1,000 million. Only resource point of only they will release for the $1,000 million. So that is why what is happening. So if it is the, we need to purchase the license also, all companies interest to do for the load runner only. So what is the reason is this? So then because they will tell you, okay, we are using for the load runner tool. In the load runner, we are purchasing for the $1,000 million, and resource point of view, we are using for the $2,000 million. So they will give for the some explanation. So that is why most of the companies using for the load runner only. So, and JMeter is there, open source tool. So JMeter also is one of the performance testing tool. But why we are using JMeter as an open source tool means very small companies will be there. They don't have much budget, but they also do for the perform testing. How to they can do? They have the very small budget. So that is why they will use for the open source tool, like is a free tool. They will using the JMeter, they will test and they will use for the results. So that is point of view. Most of the companies, it is using for the 1% of companies only using for the JMeter, and remaining this all Neoload, LoadGen, Soasta is there, right? All will be only 1% only using companies. If 100 companies will be there, 99 companies using load runner only, but 1% is like 1% is only using for the Neoload, JMeter, LoadGen, Soasta. So that is why very important tool for the load runner point of view, like as a performance testing point of view, load runner is one of the important tool to the performance testing. So that is why I will give for the training load runner and as same to the JMeter. Because if you know for this tool, you are good knowledge for the, once you get the job also, you can do for easy way. And going to the what is performance testing. So what is performance testing? Nothing but we want to test the application behavior under various conditions like load point of view, stress point of view, and so those means different kind of loads point of view, how application behavior is going, how what will happening application we need to test. That is the performance testing. So if, for example, you can observe in Diwali time, Flipkart, Amazon, and different e-commerce applications, they are giving for the offers. So they are given offers means what will happen? They will give in for the 1 or 2 projects, it will be 1 rupee. Then what will happen? Everyone will be logging to the Flipkart application. Everyone will be booked that 1 rupee. Then at that time, what will happen? Their load will be more. Means actually their capacity only 1 lakh, but they are given like as a offer. Then at that time 5 lakh users will be access. So actually it is only 2 lakh users will be okay, but more than 2 lakhs means their application will be crash. So that is point of view. What they can do means before coming to the market, okay, for my application I am giving for the Diwali offer. So maybe my Diwali offer I am expecting for the 5 lakhs users load. Could you please test 5 lakh user point of view? My application is good or not? We need to check. They will give. Then we can do further our performance testing. Then we are tested. Okay, your application will be only 2 lakh users only supporting. So could you please increase your CPU memory utilization? Then your application will be support for the 5 lakh users. Then they will, when they are giving before the offers, they will increase for this CPU memory and all configuration details. Then they are coming to the offer. Then at a time 5 lakh users access also, their application will be not crash. So that is the point of view. Not only one application, you have the what are the applications we have, right? Each and every different applications, like in banking application also will be there. So banking application also some load will be happening because nowadays everything will be online. So every application will be some load is happening. See, for example, Facebook application will be there. Day to day will be users will be increasing. So every day number of users will be accessing. So maybe they are not tested performance testing. Their application will be might be crash application. So that is point of view, very important software point of view. Without performance testing, our project is not going to the live nothing, but it is not going to the market. So that is why very important. So like as a developer, as a DB, how much importance they have. So we have also most of the equal, we have the preference. So that is why performance testing also one of the important key for the software testing point of view. It's clear, everyone? So we have the 5 components in load runner. What are there means virtual user generator and controller and agent process. So we want to test the any one of the application means first what you need to do means we have the load runner, some components will be there. So once you can install the software, we are able to see these 5 components like virtual user generator and controller and agent process, load generator, analyzer. Once installation is completed, we are able to see this. So first point is the virtual user generator. What is the virtual user generator? Nothing but we want to record the business flow and generate for the script statement purpose. We can use for the virtual user generator. Like business flow, nothing but see any one of the business flow. Like you can open any notepad. See business flow, nothing but any one of the application business flow. For example, flight booking application. We have the flight booking application. So flight booking application, what are things we can do? We can launch the application. Launch application. And after that, second step, what we can do? We can do login. And third step, what we can do? We can after that click on flights because we are booking the flight. So that is why you need to click on flights. And next step will be on like find flight, because we need to find the flight like departure to arrive, find flight. And fifth point will be after that we want to payment. And next step will be sign up. So just this is the example only. Okay. So this is the business flow. Means you want to this business flow record means where we can record means using for the virtual user generator. Using this virtual user generator, we can record our business flow. So I will explain everything will be practical only. Okay. We don't have any theory parts also. Everything will be practical only. Okay. So now before that, just I will explain our business flow. One business flow sample application. One of the sample application we have load runner only. It is given this one. See, this is the flight booking application. This is the application name will be web tool. For here, we are launch application. After launch application, what we are doing? We are logging to the application and we are giving for the username and password. Means we are logging. Login is completed. After that, we want to book the flight. Means you can click on flights. And after that, you want to select for this means what we can do. You need to give for the departure city, arrival city, because you want to fly for the some other city means you need to select for the where you want to fly. Like, so what is the departure city? What is the arrival city? And if you want for the departure date, return date, if you want change means you can change for the edit and you can change it. And number of passenger also we can change. And this is the seating preferences, type of seat. You can change for the these all things. If you want business and windows, you can change, click on continue. And see, you can observe flight departing from the London to Paris from this date. So these all available flights depends on the your time availability, depends on the cost. You can select for the any one of the flight. And payment details. Payment means we need to provide for the details like address and city and credit card number and expire date of the credit card and click on continue. See, thank you for booking through web tour application. Means using the web tour application, we are ticket booked successfully. So our ticket is booked successfully means we need to come from the out means sign off. So same this business flow, we need to record using for the our user. So once you can install the software, we are able to see the virtual user generator. This is the virtual user generator. Everyone able to see? This is the virtual user generator. You can open this and you can observe virtual user generator. Version will be 2021. This is the current version. See, once you open this, you are able to see the like this. And you can click on plus means if you want to add new script means click on plus. And these are protocols. Protocol nothing but it is communication between the your tool and your browser and same to the server. So for example, you are testing for the any web application means you need to select for the protocol. Please mute for everyone. So these all will be protocols. So if you are doing any web application means you need to give for the select for the web HTTP HTML. Like if you are doing for the web application, nothing but see, these all will be web application only, like banking application, insurance application, healthcare domain, Paytm, and some flight booking application. So these all will be web applications only. Most of the projects will be web-based application protocol only. So that is why we need to select for the web HTTP HTML protocol, and we need to give for the script name, like which script we are doing, web tool script we are doing. In that, what we are doing, flight booking, and can give for the today date. Just your understanding point of can give for the today date. So means I selected protocol, web, HTTP, HTML, and I given for the script name also we need to give for the properly, because if you are got job, then you went for the office, then they will ask to create script, means you can give it as a FB booking and you can leave it that way. So then what they will easily identify, okay, is it not a professional guide? So that is why script name also we need to give for the professional way, like which application you are doing and what in the application, what is the scenario you are doing and what is the release date. We need to mention these things and click on create button. Then our vision will be open like this. Now we want to record this script, means nothing you can do. Okay, manually we don't write any code. So now you can click on this record button, and after that we are select for the web browser, because we are doing for the web application, right? We are selecting as a web browser, and this is the Internet Explorer. So we have the different browsers will be there. You can select any one of the browser, like Google Chrome or Microsoft Edge, Mozilla Firefox, anything you can select. I selected as a Internet Explorer, and you can observe URL. URL nothing but, for example, you are doing for the web tour application. That is why you are selected as a web tour application URL. You can go here and we'll see the web tour application URL. You can observe this is the web tour application URL. So this URL I copied and pasted. Maybe you are doing for the some different application. Assume you are doing ICICI Bank application. Then which URL you need to give? So which application you are testing, you need to give for that application URL. For example, you are doing ICICI Bank, then you need to give for the www.icicibank.com. Bank.com. Maybe you are doing for the any Facebook application, then www.facebook.com. Means which application you are testing, you need to give for the proper URL here. For example, you are got as a some bank application assigned as a project. So they will give for that URL, the bank URL. Then you need to copy and paste it here. It's clear, everyone? Then now our URL will be webtour URL. Now we need to start recording button. After that, we can select for the browser, and after that enter the URL, and we need to start recording. See, automatically which browser you are selected? Which browser we are selected? Internet Explorer. Automatically open. I am not open manually. See, automatically it will open and the recording will be started. So now what you are doing? We are doing login, right? You need to give for the transaction name. Means what you are doing, you need to give for the transaction name. It is a login. Okay. And you can give for the username Jojo and password Bean, and click on login. See, login is completed. Next transaction what? Click on flights. So before click on flight, this is the start transaction. This is the end transaction. Means we need to end the transaction login. You can click on here and it will show for the login. You can click on that. It will be end the transaction login. Okay. And after that, you can next transaction. What is the next transaction name? Click on flights. So you can give for the start transaction name is click on flights and click on OK and click the flights. Now you can observe, see these events will be running, means you are able to recording properly. If it is stop, means your script is not recording. Okay, so now click on flight is completed, right? You need to end the transaction is click on flight. And after that, what we are doing? We are doing for the find flight. You can give for the transaction name is we can call it as each and every action is a transaction, means find flight. And you need to select for the departure city and arrive city. You can select any one of the departure city and arrive city And if you want change date, you can change. And seating preference, if you want change, you can change it and click on continue. See, this is also find flight only. And these are the available flights. You can select any one of the flight and click on continue. Find flight is completed, right? You need to end the find flight. And next, what we are doing for the payment details, right? You can give it as a payment details as a transaction. Payment details. And give it as the address. Just I'm giving for the KPHP and Hyderabad and credit card number I'm giving and expiry date of the credit card and click on continue. See, payment is also completed. Your ticket is booked successfully. You need to end the transaction, name it as a payment details. And final transaction, what we need to do, because our ticket is booking is completed. Final transaction, what? Sign off. Before click on sign off, you need to start transaction name. You can give it as a sign off. And now click on sign off. See, sign off also completed. And sign off means what is your business flow to book the flight and come out from the application. That is thing, everything is recorded. Then you need to stop record. This is the stop record button. Just click on stop record button. So automatically the code will be generated. Nothing, no need to write manually. We are done for the front end only. We are done. Like we are entered details and everything we are entered. So everything is recorded. We'll see this. So now we can observe start transaction, LR start transaction, login. Means login is started here. So you can observe I given for the username and password Jojo and Bean. So means this is the start transaction, nothing but login is started here and ended here. LR end transaction, because we are given start and end, right? So it is ended here. And after that, you can observe, click on flight, we done. See, LR start transaction, click on flights. It started here and ended here. Okay, ended here. And this is the next transaction we did, like find flight. We can call it as already I told that each and action we can call it as a transaction name. See, this is the find flight. So up to here, find flight will be ended. And after that, what we did? Payment details. See, payment details. We are given for the KPHP Hyderabad credit card number, expiry date. LR and transaction payment details. Final transaction, what we did? Sign off. So means by seeing this also, we need to identify that, okay, this is code for the sign off, this is code for the payment, this is the find flight. Means by seeing also, we need to identify the transactions. It's clear, everyone? So now just we'll execute how this will be work. We can see this is the replay button. Means you want to execute, means click on this button, just click it. You can observe runtime viewer also. So launching application, say login and flight book logout. Done. Your script will be, see, script pass. You can observe here what are the transaction name you are given. All transaction displayed here. Login, click on flight, find flight, payment, sign off. So how many users you are executed? One user. That is what is showing as a one user. So main point of view, our performance testing point of view, we want to test this type of application more than more than number of users, like multiple user point of view, we need to test. So at that time, each and every transaction, so we are meeting within 2 seconds or not. Actually, SLA will be SLA nothing but actually the client will be given as a login or click on flight, find flight, payment and sign off. Every transaction will be within 2 seconds happen. If it is a 1 lakh user access also my application, the timeline will be within 2 seconds only to happen. You can observe now, this is the hours, minutes, seconds, milliseconds. So everything will be milliseconds only. Okay. Main, we need to, our performance testing point of view, we need to observe these things. Each and every transaction, we are meeting our SLA. SLA nothing but service level agreement. Actually, our SLA will be 2 seconds. So each and every transaction, 2 seconds is happening or more than it is happening. If it is more than 2 seconds, then what we need to do means you need to identify the issue. Where could be problem? Like it is CPU or memory is insufficient. Then you need to recommend, you need to find the issue only, but you are not resolved. So we have the particular team will be there. You need to recommend it to them. We are tested with the 1 lakh users flight booking application. We are observed that find flight is taken for the 3 seconds, 409 milliseconds. So it is a more than our SLA 2 seconds. So actually we observe that CPU memory is insufficient. So could you please increase CPU memory? So this is only our job. So you need to execute with the number of users and you need to report to the client. Okay, we are tested and each and every transaction. See, you can we can observe. See, you can observe. We did for the launch also we did, but you can observe here. Yes.
Kiran garu oka doubt.
Yes, please.
తెలుగులో చెప్పొచ్చు అండి, అడగొచ్చు.
చెప్పండి, నో ప్రాబ్లం, నో ప్రాబ్లం.
అక్కడ 3 seconds అన్నారు కదా, అది టైమింగ్. అది 3 seconds క్లయింట్ ఇస్తాడండి. అది 3 seconds దాటకూడదు.
క్లయింట్ అది యాక్చువల్లీ యూనివర్సల్ SLA will be 2 seconds. Any client.
2 seconds only. Okay.
Any client. So if you are testing for the any banking, insurance or any healthcare domain, everywhere will be 2 seconds only. Okay. So that will be 2 seconds they are given. So you need to, what is the your point of view, you need to check means that 2 seconds is happening or more than 2 seconds is happen, then you need to identify the issue.
Okay. How to identify this?
Like we have the CPU memory utilization will be there, right? Like you can go to the task manager. You can go to the task manager, see performance. In the CPU now you can observe how much it is showing. 69, 48 it is showing. And memory you can observe how much it is showing. Almost 88, 90. Means CPU memory is not sufficient for particular my load point of view. Maybe I did for only one user point of view only. One user also, now also it is a 90% will be there. So this is the, maybe I will do for test with the 100 users or 1000 users or 1 lakh user, means this CPU memory is not sufficient for me. You can observe, you can click on memory. Here you can observe that committed means how much is committed, means how much is committed, and available will be 834 MB only memory is available. Means very less memory is available. So we have the some monitoring tools will be there. Using that we need to identify the CPU memory. So that will be, we can discuss in the class how to we can identify the issue, how to we can rectify issue. So that's all things will come into the picture. Okay. Clear? So now you can observe login, click on flight, find flight, payment details will came. So now you can again go to the action. Everything is recorded in the action. So login is, this is the login, but where launch also happen, right? But we are not given launch transaction name. So manually also we need to give for the start transaction. This is the start transaction. This is the end transaction. Manually also is possible to give for the start and end transactions. So just click on this start transaction and in the double colon you can give for the launch. URL or application. And here end the transaction, you can give for the end of here, and this is the end transaction. Give it as a, what is the name you are given start transaction, same name you can give. You can give for the different, that will be not. See, last time it will be not there in our replace summary. You can see launch is there, not there. You can observe launch is not there, but you can now I enter start transaction, end transaction. Then you can identify that like LR start transaction, LR end transaction. Which purpose we are using means to measure the particular transaction response. Means we can use the launch, LR start and end transaction. Means if you want to particular this code, how much time response time is taking, means you need to give for the LR start transaction and LR transaction. Then only it is measure the this particular duration. So now we'll save it and again we'll execute. Now you are able to see the launch transaction also, how much time it is taken, we are able to see. See, now you can observe, now it is launch came, you can see. Means if you not given this start transaction, end transaction, your response time will be not calculated here. We can call it as a transaction response time, means launch transaction response time, login transaction response time. So this will be our terminology, performance testing terminology. So anyone any doubt regarding demo class? Hello?
So how to install that load and so?
Yeah. Tomorrow I will give for the, I will share for the, if you send your email ID, then I will share for the software to everyone. Every day will be practical only. As same to how I recorded, right? Same way in I am also doing for the everyday same work. So very fetching our tool, because what I am saying here, you also do same work. So that is why you are practice well, then you are easily, you can do work without anyone's support also.